right, guys, we are here at Walt's family farm and we're about to go through Walt's barn right here where you can actually sign the walls. It's completely allowed, so let's go take a peek. Okay, this is really cool. I signed my name really small up there, but there it is. In Walt's barn, and then Evan, my boyfriend, signed us right there. It's so cute. Ooh, look at the door too. And I just want to show you guys how big this property is. So their house is up that way, and then they have all of this land. There's actually a little pond down here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's that way. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. It's just amazing. And look how beautiful of a day it is. My goodness. Hi, babe. What do you think about Walt's family farm?
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Beautiful, very nature.
So much space. We love it.
Very green.
Very green. Got some really cool trees around here too. We're about to go to the wishing tree. It's Walt's wishing tree. And make a wish. All right, so the dreaming tree is right over here. It's this tall one, right here. I called it the wishing tree earlier, and I apologize. It is the dreaming tree.
Benny, Mickey.
Hello, Mickey.
Welcome to the street fair in Marceline for a moment in time, everybody. We are walking around. There are some really great vendors here. We got some hair pieces, we have clothing, we have jewelry, and a bunch of art that is absolutely beautiful. So many amazing vendors. I have bought 2 art pieces already from this booth right here, which I'll show you guys in just a second. So I ended up getting a hummingbird piece, but look how pretty these are. And I do want to show you. Look at it! I absolutely love this. How pretty is this? It's our Ariel. Hello again. How are you?
I remember you. I can remember the glasses.
The glasses, yes.
Well, the dresses.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, that's the cutest.
Thank you. We did a Tangled theme today with a bag too. Thanks. And you can even milk a cow right over there. Look at, they're milking cows.
Yeah.
Only in Missouri, you know. I also want to show you guys the trains they have here because they are definitely the ones that inspired Walt. Since this is Ripley Park, it's named for E.P. Ripley, who was the former president of Santa Fe Railroad. And yes, E.P. Ripley is a name that they put on one of the trains at Disneyland. There's also an art class right here from none other than Jeff Shelley. He is animator for the Walt Disney Company and an artiste. And this is one of the trains right here. They just had a ceremony over here. And there's a train coming right now in the back. They come through 7 times a day and blow their horns. Marceline right here with the train in the background. Very Marceline. And if that music sounds familiar, yes, it is the music from Main Street USA. And there's the new flag, everybody! Got a little fishing game over here, which is so cute. And then there is the old version of Autopia back there where you can actually drive a car around a track. It's the most adorable thing. Live music, another train. It's so amazing. And this is all right next to the original Main Street USA, which is in the back right over there.
Oh, hi, Marceline.
Is that what the 30 minutes is going to be? I just have one line up, and you can pull the string on my back. Should I take it away?
I think you're ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Well, it feels like I should be singing in front of you. No, I was asked to come up and talk to you guys, and I feel like at this point of the night there should be a comedian or something to like pep you all up, and I can't promise any jokes. But what I wanted to do was kind of share my story. And I know a lot of you are high affinity D23 members, Disney fans who have possibly heard me talk about my origin story of being cast before. But what I don't often get to talk about is what got me there, what led up to that whole audition process and landing the Mickey role. And I thought it was kind of appropriate, being that we're in a place where Walt's story started, that I would kind of take you back. Not to really talk about the similarities, there are some similarities in my journey and Walt's, but really just to kind of share with you how those affected me and where I got to and how I approached Mickey. I was born in Pasadena, California, so Southern California guy, grew up going to Disneyland at least once a year. And one of my favorite things to do was ask my mom to drive us up from Pasadena into Burbank just to drive around the Disney studio lot. We couldn't get in, we had no access, but to me, that's where all the magic was happening. I was a big fan of watching the vintage, at that point, Disneyland television show with Walt, where he'd give you the inside scoop of what was happening at the studio. And so to drive around it was really as close as I could get to being a part of that creative spark, that magic that I knew was something was being concocted behind those walls. And you know, my parents were very generous. I'm one of 4 boys, the oldest. They had their hands full, but occasionally my mom would be like, okay, let's get in the car, we'll drive. Well, you know, we'll make a trip of it. We'd do something else. But I loved doing that. I was the kid who at a very early age, I was a Mickey fan. Don't get me wrong, huge Mickey fan. But truly, and this is not just a line, my Disney fandom starts with Walt. At a very young age, I learned who Walt Disney was, and I was the kid who would skip recess time, you know, when other kids were playing sports, which I'm terrible at. I've shared with a few of you tonight that I'm terrible at sports. But I was the kid who would skip recess to go into the library, and I would help the librarian shelve books, because after I was done shelving the books, I got to then look at the books that they had. And my favorite book in that library was a biography, an illustrated biography of Walt Disney. Aston was a huge Disney fan, sent it on to me with the title that said, you gotta air the title of the email said, do you want to be the voice of Mickey Mouse? And so she saw that and she's like, I have to send this to Brett. Well, ironically, and this is the part you might not believe, that day I was performing Mickey's voice for my dog Lily Bell. That's right, my dog's name was Lily Bell, and this is again before my Disney affiliation, Disney geek. Just for fun, I was walking around the house being like,
Aw, Lily Bell, you're so cute, huh?
And I get this email and I was like, oh my gosh, somebody heard me talking like Mickey today and they're making fun of me. They concocted this amazing story to make fun of me. And after reading, I discovered it wasn't fake. It was a real audition process. And so I kind of just decided, at the time, never done voice acting. It was very sweet, this introduction of being iconic and incredible and all these things. And I kind of just turned my head in embarrassment and turned red, because I don't think of myself in those ways. But especially since I was never a voice actor to begin with, I feel very lucky to be amongst incredibly talented individuals who have been doing this for so long. I just, even without having that experience, thought, well, why not take a chance?
In everything and everybody. Well, Walt was the same way. Walt was always positive. Walt was always optimistic, and that's a lesson we can all learn from him. And it's no wonder when we watch a Disney movie, read a Disney book, or visit a Disney theme park, there is that feeling of boundless optimism, because that's the kind of guy Walt was.